Welcome, Panem, to the glorious reaping of District 12.
2026 is about to be absolutely insane for sci-fi movies. We're talking massive releases like Dune Part 3, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and even a brand new Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu. These are the kind of movies that don't just drop, they take over the entire year. But here's the crazy part. Those aren't even the only ones coming. Today, we're counting down 10 of the biggest sci-fi movies releasing in 2026, from early year surprises to the massive blockbusters closing out the year. But before we get to the biggest releases at the end of the year, let's go all the way back to where it begins. Number 10. Project Hail Mary.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we build a ship to go there and find out.
Kicking off the year strong, Project Hail Mary stars Ryan Gosling in one of the most ambitious sci-fi films of 2026. The story follows a man who wakes up alone on a spacecraft with no memory of how he got there, only to realize he might be humanity's last hope. As he pieces everything together, the mission becomes clear, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the film quickly became a massive success, pulling in over $300 million worldwide and earning strong critical praise. What really sets this apart is its mix of science, emotion, and unexpected moments of humor that keep it from ever feeling too heavy. It's not perfect, but if you love smart, character-driven sci-fi, this is an incredible way to start the year. Number 9. Mortal Kombat 2. Taking the number 9 spot, Mortal Kombat 2 brings the iconic franchise back with even bigger fights, higher stakes, and a stacked cast including Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. This time, Earthrealm's champions are forced into brutal battles as the threat of Shao Kahn rises, pushing them closer to a full-scale war that could decide the fate of the world. Directed by Simon McQuoid, the sequel aims to go bigger than the first film, embracing the chaotic, unpredictable nature that fans love about the series. What makes this one stand out is the intensity. The action looks faster, heavier, and more brutal, with fights that feel straight out of the games. It may not be for everyone, but if you're here for pure adrenaline and non-stop action, this is one you won't want to miss. Number 8. Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu. The Mandalorian and Grogu brings one of the most beloved duos in the galaxy to the big screen, with Pedro Pascal returning as Din Djarin. The film continues their journey after the fall of the Empire, as they're recruited by the New Republic to face new threats rising across the galaxy. Directed by Jon Favreau, this marks a major shift from the Disney Plus series to a full cinematic experience, expanding the scale, action, and emotional stakes. What makes this one stand out is the balance. It has the heart, adventure, and character connection fans already love, but now with the spectacle of a theatrical release. It may feel familiar at times, but if you've followed their story, this is easily one of the most anticipated releases of the year. Number 7. Masters of the Universe.
I know how to use it.
Masters of the Universe brings the iconic franchise back to life, with Nicholas Galitzine stepping into the role of He-Man. The story follows Prince Adam, who must return to his home planet Eternia and embrace his destiny as He-Man in order to stop the powerful and dangerous forces of Skeletor. Directed by Travis Knight, this reboot aims to deliver a much bigger and more cinematic version of the world fans grew up with. What makes this one stand out is its scale, massive battles, high fantasy elements, and a visually rich universe that feels built for the big screen. It might lean heavily into nostalgia, but if it delivers on its potential, this could easily become one of the biggest surprise hits of 2026. Number 6. Supergirl. Supergirl introduces a completely new and darker take on the iconic hero, with Millie Alcock stepping into the role of Kara Zor-El. Unlike previous versions, this story follows a more hardened and complex Supergirl as she travels across the galaxy on a revenge-driven journey after experiencing deep personal loss. Directed by Craig Gillespie, the film leans into a more emotional and character-focused approach, blending sci-fi with a raw, almost gritty tone. What makes this one stand out is how different it feels. It's not your typical superhero story. It's more intense, more personal, and explores a side of the character we haven't really seen before. It may surprise a lot of people, but if it delivers, this could easily redefine Supergirl for a new generation. Number 5. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Right at the halfway point, Spider-Man Brand New Day brings Tom Holland back as Peter Parker in what feels like a complete reset for the character. After the events of No Way Home, the world no longer remembers who he is, leaving Peter completely alone as he protects New York while facing a dangerous new threat. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, this film leans into a more grounded, street-level story while still expanding the larger MCU. What makes this one stand out is the tone. It feels more personal, more isolated, and more focused on who Peter is without anyone by his side. It's not just another sequel, it's a fresh start, and if it delivers, this could be one of the most important Spider-Man stories we've seen in years. Number 4, The Dog Stars. The Dog Stars brings a much more emotional and grounded take on sci-fi, directed by Ridley Scott. Set in a post-apocalyptic world after a devastating flu wipes out most of humanity, the story follows a lone pilot searching for hope while navigating a quiet, dangerous, and almost empty world. Starring Jacob Elordi and Josh Brolin, the film leans more into survival, connection, and what it means to keep going when everything feels lost. What makes this one stand out is its tone. It's slower, more reflective, and focused on atmosphere rather than constant action. It might not be the loudest movie on this list, but if it delivers emotionally, this could easily be one of the most powerful sci-fi films of the year. Number 3, The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. Breaking into the top 3, The Hunger Games. Sunrise on the Reaping takes us back to Panem, diving into one of the most anticipated stories in the franchise. Set 24 years before the original films, the story follows a young Haymitch Abernathy as he's forced to compete in the brutal 50th Hunger Games, where twice the number of tributes are sent into the arena. What makes this one stand out is the story itself. Fans have been waiting years to see this moment brought to life, and it has the potential to be one of the darkest entries in the series. With higher stakes, deeper world building, and a story rooted in survival and strategy, this feels like a return to what made the franchise so powerful. If it delivers, this could easily be one of the best Hunger Games films yet. Number 2, Dune Part 3. Dune Part 3 continues one of the most visually stunning and ambitious sci-fi sagas in recent years, with Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya returning to lead the story. Based on Dune Messiah, the film explores the aftermath of Paul Atreides' rise to power, diving into the consequences of his choices as a galactic conflict begins to unfold. Directed by Denis Villeneuve, this marks the final chapter in the trilogy, promising a darker, more complex conclusion. What makes this one stand out is its scale. Everything feels bigger, heavier, and more intense, both visually and emotionally. It's not just a sequel, it's the payoff, and if it delivers, this could easily go down as one of the greatest sci-fi trilogies ever made. Number 1, Jumanji 3. Taking the number 1 spot, Jumanji 3 brings back one of the most entertaining and unpredictable franchises of the last decade, with Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black all returning. While details about the story are still being kept under wraps, the film is expected to continue expanding the chaotic, game-like world that fans have come to love, possibly diving even deeper into who's really controlling the game. What makes this one stand out is the fun factor. It doesn't try to be overly serious. It leans into humor, adventure, and pure entertainment. With a Christmas release and a proven formula, this feels like the perfect crowd pleaser to close out the year. It may not be the most complex film on this list, but it might just be the most fun. And those are some of the biggest sci-fi movies coming in 2026. And honestly, this year is looking stacked. But I want to know, which one are you most excited for? Is it Dune Part 3, Spider-Man, Brand New Day?
And he destroyed our world.
Or something completely different? Let me know down in the comments. And if you love movies and want more lists like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.